Hello, I hope you are okay. The Lord said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are the meek, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness." Blessed are those who despise evil. He laid it all out for us. He wanted to make sure we understood His straight and narrow path. So, we are here again, one more time, patiently waiting for the rapture. Let's get into the geopolitical quagmire for a bit. As far as Russia and Ukraine, Russia has been pounding Kiev relentlessly with missiles, and there has been no retaliation as far as missiles getting blown out of the sky by the Ukraine. No interceptions of missiles. Now Zelensky is begging for more missiles and for more money. Where is he going to find it? Who knows? He is also experiencing a moderate revolt. People want him out. Enough is enough. They've had enough. They don't want to see this man again in any branch of government. So we'll see what happens to him. Only good Lord knows. Trump is excited, that the sanctions on Iran are finally going to work, and Iran is coming back at him and saying, we've seen this movie before, and should you continue with your sanctions, we are going to strike you militarily this time. And Iran is also threatening other nations in Europe, of all places, that are collaborating with the United States. So, we'll see here what is about to unfold. Israel is going to tighten its noose around Gaza. They do not care how many people die there. And it's also now in the West Bank, of course. Settlers are wreaking havoc while the IDF watches patiently. It's almost like they're protecting the settlers. And Erdogan wants Netanyahu criminalized for crimes against humanity by an international court. Yeah, it's a lot of wishful thinking, a lot of hot air. The amazing thing is that Erdogan is good friends with Trump. Erdogan is a type of, autocrat, despot. He doesn't have too many people opposing him. And Trump likes people like that. He likes people like Kim Jong-un of North Korea, He's good friends with him. And he really likes Putin. Of course, Putin has been in power forever and a day, and he has no opposition because, well, they end up either dead or in jail. The same goes for Zelensky, of course. He knows how to decapitate his opposition. And so, Trump wants to be the epitome of a dictator. That's what he wants. He wants it his way or the highway. Apparently, the Supreme Court has given the green light for his ballroom now. He's focused on that. You know, we got to have a legend in our time, and it's got to have the letter T to spell out Trump. He has no compunction at all with his grifting. He'll grift till the cows come home. Sadly, though, one of his merchandise stores is closing down. It's going bankrupt because nobody is buying any more of his merchandise. Well, other than that, who knows what is going to happen to Trump, because Iran has made it very clear that they're not giving up on the idea of taking him out. They've got many murals on buildings with Trump either in a casket or being choked to death or having a sign that has a reward of $120 million for anybody who kills him, and it has a crosshairs on his head, sniper crosshairs. So, Iran usually does what it says it'll do. Iran is also collaborating with Iraq. They have formed a partnership, and they are not going to break apart anytime soon. And that's ironic, isn't it? Because Iran and Iraq had a war back in the day. Lasted, what, 5 years? Iran says we have all the ammunition we need for a protracted war, and if, as, and when the United States makes another move, either through its sanctions or through its military powers, bye-bye, United States. We're going on the offensive. No more defensive tit for tat, an eye for an eye. So, I upload daily on BitChute all the headlines. My channel is 444 age. That's the number 4 3 times, and the word age, A-G-E. That's my channel. I always ask the Lord, what do you want me to do now? At my age, 73, I've survived 4 heart attacks. I have been through 5 marriages. What is it that you want me to do? I've been living in a van for the last, almost 5 years now. Before that, I lived in a Jeep Grand Cherokee for 6 years. So I've been living in a vehicle for 11 years. And I've seen and experienced things that the Lord has shown me that I could not possibly ever experience if I was still living a, shall we call a productive, fruitful, profitable life. I don't mind the poverty, I don't mind the isolation, I don't mind any of that at all. As long as I can be with the Lord on a daily basis, not just here in these fields, but during the day. We chat a lot, we talk a lot, we communicate back and forth. We have a relationship, a relationship that is tight. He has made it very plain to me that, I matter to him. I mean, he nudged me back in December 2022 to start investigating the Rapture, and I had no inklings of what that could amount to or what was supposed to happen in the future. I knew the Lord was coming back at the end of, the 7 years, and he would take up his church, but the pre-tribulation rapture was never something that I contemplated until, I checked out videos on YouTube and checked out the scriptures referring to that event. I pray that we may be taken out of the storm that's about to hit. Speaking of storms, I mean, we've had another earthquake yesterday in Peru, 7.6, I think. So Peru, Japan, Colombia, Venezuela. Who's next? I think Los Angeles, California is next for a very major series of earthquakes. It'll rattle some bones, that's for sure. People will wake up. It just amazes me at my age, the things that make people happy, right? The things that put people in a good mood, everything from entertainment, music, sports, speeches, hearing people give a speech. Every time we say something to somebody, it triggers an emotion, whatever that emotion is. Every time we read something, it triggers an emotion. Every time we look at a storefront or an ad or whatever. I mean, that's what marketing is all about. It triggers emotions. Movies definitely trigger emotions. Sometimes you come out of a movie feeling like you were there, and you're feeling the emotions that some of the actors felt, right? And I already mentioned that AI is being integrated into the entertainment industry and education, of course. And a lot of people have stopped thinking. They don't know how to think anymore. They want AI to do the thinking for them and give them the solutions to their problems. So they know nothing about math, about reading, about grammar, about spelling, about anything. That's the kind of world Satan wants. Dumbed down, abominable, sinful world. I work out in the gym, and I have kept my temple in good shape all these years after a lot of ups and downs. Some people can't believe I'm 73, and it gives me an opportunity to give praise to the Lord, because I tell them, you know, if it wasn't for the Lord who spared me from the heart attacks, and the doctors have no clue how I survived that one heart attack, where there were 3 major occlusions in the arteries in the heart. If he hadn't spared me, I'd be dead. So as far as I'm concerned, I am on overtime. This body should have been dead. It should have been dead. Why is it still alive? Because the Lord wants it still alive. He has something prepared for me. I don't know what. Keep asking, what am I doing here, Lord? I know you brought me to this small town, Lord. I know it with all my heart. I mean, after going to the Palo Verde Cemetery and seeing these 3 tombstones, one of my my father, Hector, a man named Hector, born on the same day as my father, December 16th. A tombstone of a man who was born on the same day, month, and year as I was born. A tombstone with the names of my dad's parents on there, first and last name. Another tombstone of a man named Gilbert, who is a homeless man and whom I've assisted several times. And the name is Gilbert Paul, and that's my name, Paul. So on that tombstone, there's a Gilbert Paul. So something is going on. I know the Lord has brought me here. There's no question in my mind. And I think it's my last stop. It's got to be. Little town of Blythe. And then the dream that the Lord gave me in July 2023. The Rapture dream. Oh my goodness. What a day that was. I had started off the day early in the morning in the park, where I took my van to do some work on it, because early in the morning it's cool. So I did some work right till about 10 o'clock, 10:30. It was getting hot. Came back, and I had a nap from 11 to 1, and during that nap I had the dream. This incredible dream. Incredible dream. I'll never forget it. I'm not going to go through it again, but it has stuck with me. I was transformed into a being of light with energy like I have never even imagined could exist. The kind of energy that flowed out of me. And right before that, there was an announcement in what seemed to be a big hall, or almost like a waiting area, or whatever you want to call it. A PA system came over and said, "It's time to rapture Paul Adams." He gave my name. And then I transformed into a being of light. And then right after that, what happens? I saw in my dream the Lord Jesus Christ with his arms stretched out and his heart. I could see his heart glowing inside him. It was like a postcard. He wasn't moving. It was like, here I am, I'm waiting. Come over. But he was looking to his left. So I don't know what that means. Why not look to your right, dear Lord? Why were you looking to your left? Because the left is where the goats go. I hope. I don't think the goats are going to be raptured. I don't know. I hope not. But I don't know. I'll find out when I get up there, I guess. So this metaphysical reality that we're in is totally hitting me after all that I've experienced. On my way over here, oh my goodness, I bumped into two Mormon missionaries, two sister missionaries from Utah, from Provo. And wouldn't you know it, I used to be married to a lady in Provo, Utah. And I was a Mormon for 47 years, and I was a missionary way back in the day where I served in France and Switzerland. And after 47 years of service, in 2018, I found the Gospel Topics Essays in the church's website, and that was the end of the journey. I had to resign, send in my resignation letter, and I officially resigned from that corporation / church. And you think I just sat back and did nothing after that? For 2 years I was uploading videos on YouTube discussing the sanitized version of the church's inception period, contrasted to the toxic version in its own website that it keeps hidden intentionally. Because that's how Satan works. He wants the truth out so people can't say, "Oh, you never told us about that." But at the same time, he doesn't want anybody to know about that. They have a way of justifying their actions to escape liabilities, to escape justice. They do it all the time. So much for that. I'm not going to get into it. So 2 years, over 360 videos uploaded on that topic alone, right? Then after that, spend what, 3 years investigating the COVID, you know what, and created a website that has 750 links detailing the scamdemic in detail with sources that you cannot, in a court of law, dispute. So just maybe that was my mission in life, because I feel like that website has brought so much joy to so many people. If you look at the comment section, it's called nojabforme.info. And let me tell you, I was demonetized by many portals, PayPal, GoFundMe, you name it. They didn't want me making waves. And now the truth is coming out, and Fauci is on the receiving end, and Congress is cross-examining him. The truth is leaking slowly but surely. All right. That's all for tonight. Dear Lord, praise your name, always and forever.